Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Adrian,
Sandra.
and together with our kids, we travel around the world making informative videos for families. And today we are going to tell you how much those Maldives cost. Transportation, accommodation, food and drinks, excursions, everything you need to know just in one video right here with Familia. Let's go! So we prepared three different scenarios for you because maybe just one in general it may not be the best for everyone. So we're gonna tell you and then we're gonna compare these three scenarios, okay? The last one is the one that we did, so stay till the end so you don't miss anything. And we're gonna try to give you as much info as possible, how much you can spend for a family of 4, 7 days in the Maldives. Traveling on a budget or low cost. It is possible, Sandra?
Of course. Maldives has private islands but also has local islands where you can stay in a guest house, rent a full apartment, a room, or in some places they already have hotels, even with the pool. So depending what you are looking for, you can spend from $50 to $100 for a family room per night. Of course, all depends on your preferences and depending on the island, but for this little, basically you will be available to swim in the Maldivian waters and you can have an excursion that you may end in a sandbank that will blow your mind.
For local islands, Maldives has a ferry system that can take you to almost all of them for $1 to $3 the ride, or you can take a speedboat that are faster and they cost from $15 to $40 per person per ride, all depends of the distance.
Talking about the food in local islands is super affordable. If you have where to cook, there are small supermarkets where you can buy and cook yourself, or in restaurants you can eat from $6 to $12 per meal.
When we talk about excursions, Mafushi Island is the perfect one. Number one is because it's one of the biggest islands, so has more to offer, and number two is the location that is close to almost everything. Excursions from here, they are so cheap that we couldn't believe it. For example, swimming with sharks costs $60 per adult and $30 per kid, and it includes the lunch, pictures and videos that they take under the water, snorkeling in other places, sandbank, equipment. So you leave in the morning and you come back in the afternoon, and for that amount is just incredible. They also have few hours excursion from $20, and the most expensive is swimming with a whale shark that costs $100.
Luxury Maldives. If you are not to worry about the budget, the Maldives is a must place to go. Private islands are very well maintained and they have the best turquoise waters, best sand, best food and best accommodation, of course. Being in water villa is a dream, but it has a high price. I will say you can find room in resort from $300 and overwater villa from $500 per night per family room. And about a maximum budget, you may know that Maldives doesn't have limits. But normally the cheapest they are further away actually, and that means you need to spend more in transportation. So let's talk about this now.
In our research, we didn't find any resort that will allow you to arrive by your own. That means that you can't take a ferry or a speedboat and tell them to take you to the resort. When you make a reservation, you are forced to book a transportation with them. And for the same distance that you will pay the speedboat $20, the resort will charge you 5 or 10 times more. It's crazy, but it's the only way to arrive there.
Food and drinks, you can get them in all-inclusive package, so you don't have to worry about anything, or if you prefer to pay for what you eat and drink, you must know that you will spend at least $150 per day.
From resorts, we found prices really high. Do you remember the most expensive excursion from local island that was $100? In the resort was $420 per person. That means that instead of spending $400 for the family in a local island, you will spend $1,680 from the resort. That's insane, and they will take you basically to the same place. All the excursions from resort cost 4, 5 or 6 times more than local islands.
Medium budget. This is the option we have chosen, so we mixed local island and the private resort. And we think it was a great choice because we saw both realities and we enjoyed both as well. So what we did was going to 2 different local islands. We visited Mafushi for 3 nights in a boutique hotel, Guraidu Island for 2 nights in a hotel with a pool. And the last 2 nights we stayed in Siyam Ohluveli Resort. So during the local islands time, we were doing excursions all day, exploring the beauty of local island, meeting people, and doing our excursions. So after, we did all we wanted. We went to relax to a resort, and we were just in our water villa enjoying the pools, playing in the beautiful beaches they have, and having a beautiful dinner on the beach. It was just an incredible experience of a real Maldives. Now let's compare the 3 options in a graph we did for you, so you have an idea how much you can spend in the Maldives.
So for a budget scenario, we think that you can spend about $700 in accommodation, about $30 in transportation, and food and drinks you can spend about 800 euros, having 3-4 meals a day. Activities 300, doing 2 or 3 of the cheapest activities. So in the total you can expect to spend $1,730. For a luxury Maldivian experience, we say that you can spend about 3,500 in accommodation, transportation about 800, food and drinks 1,800 eating in the resort, activities about 1,000 doing just the cheapest activities, and a total you can spend about 7,100 euros for a family of 4. And for the last scenario, medium budget, combining local and resorts, we can say that you can spend 1,500 in accommodation, 500 in transportation, food and drinks you can expect about 1,200, 500 for activities, and 3,700 is gonna be the total for this.
So familia, which option you would choose? A lot of things can be very tricky, so we try to give you as much information and very useful one before booking your holiday. So we hope you subscribe to our channel and you like our videos, and see you in the next one. Bye!